Welcome home to your new place. It's got plenty of space, and I get it's not the same as what you've known, but welcome home, you'll be okay. You've been attached to material things, but that's not the joy that life brings. You've got your family and your friends, and in the end that's all you need, you will see. So in with the new and hugs to the old. Things aren't quite as black and white as what you've been told, 'cause you won't forget, but you can move on. Maybe just sit down and write a song. You've got so much on your mind. Take a breath, it will be fine. Change isn't easy, but it's worth it when you're done. So come out into the sun. Welcome home to your new life. It'll greet you with a smile. There's so much more to come, and you don't even know how great it is. So welcome home.
Look at that. We're back. It's Thursday. It's 7 o'clock. Look at that. It's not even 7 o'clock. Oh, boom, right there. See, that's how I do it. I give you a couple extra seconds because I missed you. I'm Mark Duncanson. I work with the city of Pleasanton at the Firehouse Arts Center. We're close. We're close. Can you feel it? We're closer than we were last week. Maybe one day I'll actually be in here. It does look like I'm at the firehouse, doesn't it? It does. I've said it before, but we've tricked a few people. I'm happy that you're here. Tell a friend. If you're on YouTube, hello, YouTube. We can see your comments. Where are you watching from? What did you eat for dinner? Let us know. You're out there by commenting on YouTube Live. I wanted to share with you some things, and I want to share a couple of things with you. Check this out. I got a hat. It's a little trucker hat. That young lady that's on the beach, that is Meredith McHenry. Okay, she was a guest on a few weeks ago, and I like supporting local artists. Nope, she didn't give this to me for free. I don't look for freebies. I don't do that. I support artists, and I hope you do too. You can find her video a couple of weeks back, and you can find her information to follow her on social media. Meredith McHenry. I got my hat. I got some merch. I'm ready to go. Guess what else I got in the mail? Televisionaries, baby. The 45. They're 45s. It was I thought they were CDs. I wasn't paying attention. And they're 45 records, which luckily I have a record player right behind me. And there's something so cool about listening to that vintage sound on vintage vinyl. I love it. Televisionaries were on, that was just last week, was it not? No, Ryan Casada was on. I already have Ryan Casada. How cool is he, huh? I already have his CDs. Checking in. Let's see here. And when I got something extra, that's for Fez Friday tomorrow. I have 5 Fezes. I'm going to go ahead and put that on, put my Fez on my hat. I'm going to chill, drink a Mai Tai. Not during the work day. Not going to do it. Okay. So, what's happening? I've said it. I've promised it. High School Music Collaborative auditions are coming up. They're ready to go. If you go to firehousearts.org/HSMC, firehousearts.org/HSMC, I'll put it in the chat a little later on. If you're in high school, you're going to audition to be a part of a group that learns to collaborate together to write music, perform music. We're doing it all virtual this season. And perform. We're going to have a few concerts, live stream concerts, as well as every first Thursday, starting in March, every first Thursday, the High School Music Collaborative will be featured on Pleasanton Live. And in addition to musicians and vocalists auditioning, we are adding to the program. We're adding HSMC radio. We're asking high school students to audition to be radio DJs, music podcasters. They are going to be responsible for searching the globe, not just the country, the globe, for unsigned high school musicians and vocalists. And they're going to start building set lists to bring to you. They're going to have their own radio station, if you will, a radio podcast. And they're going to be bringing set lists to you. So if you're in high school or you know someone in high school that is an emerging podcaster or radio DJ, firehousearts.org/HSMC. I am the director for that program, and I can't wait to audition some folks. Auditions are next week, next Wednesday. So come on, let's go. I'm trying to think of anything else. There's a lot of stuff happening. Go to pleasantonfun.com. Pleasantonfun.com. There's a lot of virtual contract classes happening. Do it. Because, Pleasanton Fun says it all. Whether it's virtual or otherwise. Thank you very much. So I'm excited yet again, you've heard me say it so many times, but it's true. When we can feature a Pleasanton native and someone who is making things happen in the arts, in music, I love bringing them to you. And I've known this guy for many years now. And I am addicted to watching his videos when he plays anything that he plays, but mostly the bass. I started learning bass during the pandemic. And I will sit holding the bass, watching him play and go, I don't understand how he's doing that. He's like a mathematician of music. But also just doesn't play the bass either. Like he's a multi-talented composer as well. Everyone, please welcome Logan Kane, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Logan, thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that introduction, Mark. And wow, I'm just so excited about what you just said about these new programs for all the young artists. And I just wanted to say thank you for providing just such a wealth of opportunity for all the young artists in the area. And I know I personally benefited from that, and you've always been a great force in the community. So thank you.
Thank you for saying that. We're hoping we're going to find more Logan Kanes out there, and we're going to make sure to have a pipeline just out there, making sure they get out there throwing their talent out just like you are. Because I'm telling you right now, that man, ever since you were in high school, I was like, how are you even, like,
Well, I was just lucky growing up in Pleasanton, I think. And, I just have to thank the music directors at Amador I had, and also in middle school, but Mark Abel, Jonathan Grantham, Jason Ravina, for just, showing me that you could have a life in music and that was, a viable option even.
Yeah, those people that you named just have, I haven't benefited from having them as teachers, but I have definitely benefited from being in their universe and sharing in students. And those teachers that you named have a massive commitment to excellence and care so much about the art form and care about the students in the art form as well.
Yeah.
Which shows with all of you that have come from that program at Amador. So I'm going to ask you a question that is selfish for me, and I'm wondering what you have been binging as of late. Do you watch? I can imagine you just get up, you play bass, and then you go back to sleep. But I'm sure you watch some TV.
Totally. Yeah, we've been watching The Sopranos, which has been amazing. Having not seen that, it's just the writing is so cool. It's like sometimes, obviously the whole premise is so crazy, but sometimes they almost trick you into thinking it's a normal show, and then something will happen that is so weird and abstract. It's just, really masterfully done.
Yeah, that's that's one of those that was on, and I tend to be stubborn when it comes to some popular shows. I'm like, I'm not watching it just because you told me to. And when I started watching it, I was like, I should have been watching this earlier. This is a really good show.
Yeah.
There's a reason. Oh, cool. You know what? I'm just excited to. Well, who are you listening to? There's a question that I was talking. My wife was told me I should ask artists, and I was like, that's good. Who are you listening to that we may not know, but we should know?
Wow. Well, I wonder how many people would know this person, but a huge influence of mine, especially after moving to LA. I was born in Pleasanton, but based in LA now. And a huge influence for me upon coming here is someone named Lewis Cole. Have you heard of Lewis Cole?
I have not.
He is an incredible songwriter. And his music's gaining a lot of traction, but I think he is just incredible. And he's a drummer, but as well he's also a producer as well. And he's a huge inspiration for what I've been trying to do this year as well.
Excellent. Lewis Cole. Excellent. Oh, you're in LA, so at some point when we open back up, you should follow them. I want to hook you up with California Feet Warmers.
Absolutely. There's also a new record by saxophonist Nicole McCabe called Introducing Nicole McCabe that is a really wonderful jazz record that I recommend everyone listening to. And it's got just a lot of masterful playing on it. So that's another one I'd recommend.
Oh, that's wonderful. And I also, for some reason, I had a dream that you played for Snarky Puppy with Snarky Puppy. I don't know.
I wish. That's a bass player's dream, and it's the bass player's band actually. Michael League is it's his band. So
I've been listening to them a lot, and I was like, oh, I just had a Logan Kane Snarky Puppy dream. Fantastic. Make it happen, Snarky Puppy. No, all right. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm very excited to hear what you brought us, and I'll see you after a couple of songs, but I'm going to stop and mute, and I'm going to really sit back and enjoy your live tunes tonight. Thanks again for coming.
Thanks, Mark. All right, I'm going to fire up the drum machine over here.
You just that did it. That did it for me. That's all. That's all I needed. That's all I needed to end January. Everybody, everyone needs to start big and end any month or any day. That was fantastic. I was jamming over here.
Oh, thank you, Mark. Appreciate it.
Fantastic. And I think your mom had to remind me. I remember this. You helped us open the firehouse.
I was thinking that was probably, I remember I was 14, so that was probably 10 years ago.
14?
Yeah, I remember I played with Dave Eshelman, who is a very very amazing Pleasanton resident who has written a lot of amazing jazz big band music, and he was kind enough to kind of mentor me and he actually hired me. That was one of my first gigs.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I just said it's another reason that when we're in person, at some point, got to have you back up here, get some of your homies together and thump around on that stage.
Oh, we'd love to.
Oh, right on. Well, we're going to see you in a couple more minutes. We're not done with Logan just yet, but we're going to see him in a couple of minutes. Man. See, that's it. Honestly, he was one of the reasons that I started learning bass. You're one of the reasons, man.
Oh, thank you so much.
That's dope, man. Cool. So if you stop and mute, we'll see you in a couple. Oh, that's the kind of jam I listen to when I'm working, man. That's the kind of stuff I jam to. I love it. Oh, can you tell? That's like eating a good hamburger. Isn't that good? All right. So I'm excited. This is one of the first business guests we've had in a while. We've had a lot of very busy businesses, very busy, trying to cope with what we've been dealing with shelter-in-place orders, and they've had a lot of ups and downs. They've had to deal with a lot of Pleasanton businesses and a lot of restaurants, of course, as you know. And at some points they were able to serve outdoors, some weren't, some were still doing takeout. But we have a special event that's coming up in the Tri-Valley, and I'm excited to learn more about Taste the Valley Restaurant Week and I'm sorry, I'm still affected by that music. From Visit Tri-Valley, please welcome Robin Fahr, everybody.
Hey, Mark, how you doing?
Excellent.
We are mesmerized by Logan's music, for sure. I was hoping you would ask me, what have I been listening to? And I was going to say, little Logan Kane.
Yeah, I heard that. I'm telling you, you follow him and you be mesmerized by you were.
Yeah, well, I was mesmerized because I was listening in.
Oh man. So what are you like, what is your favorite music? What do you like listening to? What does it for you?
Well, I was the last person in the world to get Spotify, but I did it right.
I was with you.
Beginning. Were you? Mine was right at the beginning of the pandemic. We're going to need some entertainment here. So I'm kind of old school, really enjoying jazz right now, and Latin jazz. I was a big, visitor to Yoshi's, in Oakland, and that's been kind of tough not getting my jazz on.
Yeah, that's rough.
It's been rough, but that's all right. We got good music. I've been doing a lot of enjoying some Audible, books. That's fun. You can you'll get out on your walk if you're listening to something, I've noticed.
Yes.
So, stuff like that. Binge watching a little bit of good stuff.
What have you been binge watching?
I've been binge watching because, I come from the television business. So I really got into the morning show.
Oh, on Apple TV?
Yes. And
that is so good.
I used to love Steve Carell so much, and now I just want to punch him.
I know. He was like America's sweetheart. In this show, you're just get out of here.
Ruined. Yeah, but I love that. And my most recent one was Ted Lasso. If you guys haven't seen that, you're going to need a little uplift. This pandemic has made us all a little bit grumpy. Well, Ted Lasso never gets grumpy. Have you seen this one, Mark?
I've seen an episode. My wife watches it, and she's like, you'll like it. You need to watch it. And one of my buddies, Jeff Zavatero, was like, you got to watch Ted Lasso.
Great. It's just great. So yeah, that just took me one weekend to watch all of that. I think 10 episodes. Oh, yeah.
This is simpatico. We know what's up. We know.
Yeah, you and I. But I want to tell you really about Taste Tri-Valley.
Yes, please.
Because it's called Taste Tri-Valley because we're doing Restaurant Week and a half, let's be honest. February 19th through the 28th. So that's the last 10 days of February. And we were going to do it whether we opened for outdoor dining or not. We just said our restaurants are the best thing we got going here in the Tri-Valley. Let's keep them going. And so what we're asking of all of you folks out there that are watching, what we're asking of you to do, I know you've been cooking, and crazy. You can make bread now, and you're doing all that stuff. Stop it on February 19th and go out for dinner and for lunch.
Give it a rest. 19th. That's it.
Yeah, don't cook. You can do breakfast at home, but the rest of it, please go out and support your local restaurants. we've got incentives for you to do this. But the best incentive is that if you don't do this, you know, that place that you just love, whether it's Sabio on Main or whether it's Sidetrack, they can't make it if we don't help them make it. That's just all there is to it.
That's it.
So it's up to us. So if you're one of those people that says, oh, I'd be so sad if, you know, such and such was not there anymore, then make sure. It's up to you. It really does. Everybody's got to really, really pitch in right now. So here's what we did. Can I tell you a little bit about what we've done about this?
Please do.
Okay, so we combined our awesome wineries. We've got 10 of our best local wineries, combining with more than 30 of our most awesome restaurants. They're coming together. We're creating events. The media is going to be involved. Everybody's going to be coming around. But again, it's really up to the neighbors to make this happen. But you're going to go out to as many of these things as you can. And we're keeping track of you. We've got a check-in system. So the more of these that you attend, the more times your name will go into the hat. And we're going to start pulling names, and we're going to start giving away $25 gift cards to your local restaurant. And then the person that's really gone to the most places by the end of this, we're going to give them a whole Tri-Valley getaway weekend. And if you didn't think your neighborhood was a destination, let me tell you, visitors love the Tri-Valley, and you get to see it like a visitor, like a tourist. And they just think it's the quaintest place ever. So
I love this. I love this. It's fantastic because it's people there. I know there are people out there watching that are going to see this that are going to. They need a reason to get out there and support.
Yeah. And
it's easy to fall into. I'm going to have my stuff delivered. I'm someone who's high risk, so I've had to stay in. Yeah. But you can still get takeout. Does it count if it's takeout?
Oh yeah. Takeout is where we were going to be living. It was going to have to be takeout.
Yeah.
Until we got given the outdoor. But we said, we're doing it anyway. And then my CEO, she's so optimistic. She goes, maybe we'll get 25% indoor by February 19th. Well, even if we don't, I mean, I'm with her. I would love that. But even if not, if you've got outdoor dining, you can do it out there. These are going to be specials that you can't get any other time. So maybe the food is the same, but it's the combination. We're doing for lunch, for example, it's a 2-course lunch. And the 2 items that the restaurants choose, you couldn't get them for that price. It's a special price for Restaurant Week. And it's a 3-course dinner. So, and let me give a shout out, since this is Pleasanton Live, let me give a shout out to our Pleasanton restaurants. Bottle Taps, thank you very much. Eddie Paws, Sidetrack, Sabio on Main, Della Torres, and Strizzi's.
Fantastic.
That's who our Pleasanton group is. And I am so excited for what we're going to be doing with them.
Great, and I should let people know that we're hopefully going to be featuring some restaurants that are participating.
You are, next week you're going to have Chef Francis Hogan on from Sabio.
That's right. Oh, great.
He's a genius, and you're going to love him. He's just great. And maybe, in fact, we have some video that we're putting on our website, visit trivalley.com, if that's where you can sign up to get checked in for Restaurant Week and all of that. But we've got some video on there. Chef Francis is making some duck on there. I tell you what, I learned to make duck from him, and it's not that hard. I can't open a restaurant, but it's not that hard.
Oh man, I've been to Sabio's, man. That's some good stuff right there.
It's so delicious.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to have him on. I'm excited. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that we get to have another excuse to get out there and support local businesses, support these restaurants, and really thank Visit Tri-Valley for kind of getting in front of it and leading that charge and gathering all these restaurants. This is fantastic. This is great. I want to remind people that they can look at the description in this video. You guys can follow Visit Tri-Valley. We have the website that takes you straight to Taste Tri-Valley Restaurant Week. So get on there, get ready for it, and make sure to subscribe. because we're going to have some restaurants on here. And even if there's no restaurants on here, I like talking food. So
who doesn't? And it's really all about, you can get back to your home cooked stuff anytime in March or the first part of February, but please take care of our restaurants for the second half of February. That's all we're asking. Eat up.
That's it. Robin, thank you so much. I hope you can stay in the Zoom room here and chill. Even if you're stopping and muting, you get to hear some beautiful sounds of more Logan Kane. But thank you again for being here.
Thanks, Mark.
All right. Man, I can't wait. We're going to have that chef from Sabio. I'm ready for this. All right. Let's do it. Let's welcome back Logan Kane, y'all.
Hello.
Hello. All right. Where's your go-to place down there in LA? Where's your like, I need to get my LA food scene on? Where do you go?
Oh man, there's so many places, but I personally love Mexican food, and there's a place I love in Highland Park called Horace Azteca that's been there for a long time, and there's a lot of new places you could go. I love that place. It's been there for a long time, and it's very amazing. So if anyone's in LA, gotta say my favorite Pleasanton restaurant would be Gay 90s probably.
Yes, that's a mainstay. I love me some Gay 90s. Woo.
But if I was home, I would absolutely be doing the restaurant thing.
All right. All right, man. Well, welcome back, and I'm gonna stop and mute. We're gonna hear some more Logan Kane, everybody.
Thank you.
See, me and Solomon are over here vibing. Me and Solomon, we're tearing it up. We're saying how we're dancing, tearing it up on our own dance floor.
Oh, wow. Thank you, both you guys.
Yeah.
Tuning in as well.
Man.
And thank you, Mark, for having me.
Of course. I want to make sure that you guys, again, go on the description of this video and make sure to follow Logan. And you're putting out some new music too, right?
Yeah, I did want to say I actually put out a brand new album 2 days ago with a collaborator of mine named Henry Solomon. It's called Outside World 2. And you can find that by just searching Outside World 2 Logan Kane, or if you go to my Spotify page, if you just search Logan Kane, it'll be the first thing there. If you wanted to support us, that would also be great. And if you go to Outside World with 3 O's, so Outside World with 3 O's .bandcamp.com, we have limited edition t-shirts there, and you can also buy the album to support us if you like. So if you like what you heard, I'd recommend checking that out.
Yeah, most definitely. Just like we're going to be getting out there and supporting restaurants, we have to support artists, the people that are bringing us the music and the theater and the TV and the movies that come into our brains. We have to support live art. You have to right now. That's what keeps us going. Again, I'm someone that says a society is not a society without art, and we've got to make sure to support folks like Logan, so he can keep making music. And put your mask on so we can put people like Logan back on the stage, please, and thank you. So we did it again. We have not wasted any time. We've had valuable time with an artist and learned more about a business and businesses. Let's bring Robin back. Robin Fahr.
Thank you.
Oh,
This was a great night. Music and talking about food.
Honestly, what more do you need?
Nothing. Yeah.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Well, I want to thank you. I want to remind everyone the opening song and the closing song, written and performed by an Amador Valley High School graduate, Lauryn Marie. This closing song made specifically for Pleasanton's 125th anniversary. She's over there in Nashville or Memphis making things happen, learning to write music. Make sure her information's in the description as well. Support her. Support all art. Support local businesses. Go on, visit Tri-Valley's page. Learn more. Want to make sure you guys take care of each other. Wear your masks. Even though you're vaccinated, still wear your mask, some of you. Don't be complacent. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Be kind to each other. And we will see you next week. Bye-bye, everybody.